Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. What's going on, guys? Just getting stuck into the preview. It's pretty rare that Shorty is actually doing the video when the teams actually come out. I'm normally at work, but if you saw my videos the other day, Shorty's a little bit under the weather. So, yeah, I've been cooked actually. Just today's been a bit better, which has been nice. But, yeah, yesterday I was absolutely dead. I was in bed till like 1 o'clock. It was crazy. And, yeah, took the day off work today. So, if anyone at work's watching, it's genuine. It's genuine, but I must admit, slightly better, but definitely looking forward to hopefully waking up all good tomorrow. But nonetheless, it's nice to get the teams fresh off the actual release, which is something I rarely do. I'd normally just have a look on my break at work kind of deal. But yeah, got no idea how they're travelling at the moment. I'll check those in a second. But my disastrous trades continue. Dustin Martin coming in. He's obviously not playing tonight just after I brought him in. So, Jesus. You tie that in with Taranto and some disaster decisions I've made on the trade table. It has been difficult, but I've been planning them out. So I'm still hoping and still looking okay for once I return out of the buys. But I was also, thanks to everyone who got around the kick the other day. We, of course, had the subscriber kick. And we had a few more turn up than my first one. Obviously, the first one I did, absolutely nobody turned up, but I thought I'd give Geelong another crack. And yeah, we had about 8 or 9 of us turn up, which is great. A few of my cousin's mates came down, and I was just editing that one probably today. Actually, is a nice little sausage here, in the middle there, which is nice. But yeah, I was just editing a little bits and pieces up today. Because like I said, I was good for nothing yesterday and the day before, but I thought I'll try and do something today. So I was just editing a little bit of that. So yeah, thanks to everyone who came down. It was good fun. Yeah, we played a couple of rounds of goal kicking and just good to chat and talk a bit of shit. And yeah, just kick the footy around. So it was good. I will now dive in to the teams and I will discuss my trades from there. And of course, we need to discuss like Gawn, of course, what to do with him. Parish has been confirmed out, so that's disappointing. And so is my internet, so that's fantastic. But let's just, we're still connected here. Yep, should still be connected. That's great. Yeah, so it turns in roundabouts. The ruck has been a disaster this year, really. Like, you've had Grundy hurt so many. Even Darcy's been so up and down. And now Gawn, who had been, I was one that traded him out early. Got a bit worried about Luke Jackson and a bit of a slow start from Max. Anyone who kept him was loving it. And now it's flipped on its head again. So, real disappointing. I'll tell you what, the old internet provider is not going well. I'm just going to load that page up while we really work from an absolute potato here. Holy shit. Still waiting on my new microphone as well. We're rocking with just real shorty phone operation here with the audio, which is slightly better than the earphones. But I got an email from them today, and they're like, hey, did we assist you in your purchase? You didn't resolve anything, mate. I'm trying to get a refund or a replacement. They didn't even respond, so I replied to that, so surely I can get a little bit of a refund. But let's take a look at these teams. Durden obviously comes in, and Rioli comes in. Is he the sub, is he? No? Yes, sorry, he is the sub. Interesting. Well, I guess that's better than nothing in this instance. I can just put him on the field and hope that he comes on early, but yeah, Dustin Martin going out. Look, I brought him into my team begrudgingly. I didn't really want him to come in. I wanted him as more of an F7, M9, but just had to bring him in early. Just with the way last week's trades and positions fell, yeah, really didn't plan on him getting sick, but neither did I myself. So here we go. A few changes for the Saints. Owens, of course, we knew would be out. Otherwise, nothing too dangerous. Reed omitted. That's interesting. McGrath returns. Massimo D'Ambrosio. I think I pronounced that right. He is in. So he's a defender, 102k. Keep an eye on him, whether it's for this week or not. We'll wait and see, but definitely racked him up in the VFL the other week. And of course, Parish is out. The extent of that, I'm not too sure. Bailey Smith, we know. And if you are living under a rock, he's also received another 2 weeks. So he won't be back to like round 18 or something like that. So, but hopefully Bailey's going okay, because I think, we all make mistakes and those kind of things, but it's a pretty brutal time when you make those mistakes in their front and back page. So much discussion about it. So I look forward to seeing Bailey just getting back into footy and watching him play. And I reckon he'll be a bloke that's in our sides. Maybe not this year, but definitely down the track. Bruce is in. That may help some. Otherwise, nothing too relevant there. Tough match to pick. Now, Bryn Teakle, how the fuck is he getting the game? Is Sammy Hayes not available? I don't even know. But he's playing. He'll be a lot of people's R3, mainly for dual position. But he's playing. Travis Boak is out. That's an interesting one. Because a few people probably would have picked him up because he was under 500k. So a few people might have picked him. Franklin comes back for the Swans. I just wonder how many of you guys have Boak out there. My boys are Cats. Okay, Gazza, Rowan, sick. Menegola returns and plenty of changes for the... Whoa! Alex Witherden dropped. Greg Clark dropped. Fuck. Oh, God. I might be touch and go here for 18. That's extremely disappointing. I did not expect that at all. Yo and Sheed come back, obviously, so I guess if I knew that, maybe the Clark one would have been a bit more clear cut. But that really hurts because that was not in my plans. When I was doing the notes before, I had Clark going at least to 300k to get me some cash. So the lack of cash generation from him now is really going to hurt me. McGovern comes back. Bazzo makes his debut. I think he's a defender as well. But Witherden getting dropped. Shit. That's brutal from a draft team and totally unexpected. So a bit of a message there for young Alex, who just hasn't quite found his place at AFL level despite playing some really good footy at times. And obviously this is the Sunday game, isn't it? Sunday game, yeah. So these will be extended benches, but we knew Weller would be out. Rochelle makes his way back into the side. Hinge is on an extended bench, so surely he keeps his spot, but it's just nervous when they're there. Same with Roses, just makes you a little bit nervous when they're just sitting there. I think Swallow will be named. You'd imagine Bowes would be named. You'd imagine Markov and Davies and Roses will sort of fight it out, but I felt like Roses played a pretty good game of footy the other week when he did play, so... Oh boy, a few unexpected ones there, but let's dive into how my side is actually looking. So yeah, let me know if you're watching this at half time on the game tonight, because obviously normally on the Thursday I'll probably get the video out at about 11 o'clock if I'm lucky by the time I finish work. So it'll be interesting to see, whether this gets a little bit more traction or obviously I'm sure you guys prefer it to be at this time around just after 7 o'clock, but I certainly would prefer it out by then. And hopefully next year it will be. I don't really want to be working Thursday nights all that much longer. But look, the Clark omission is a blow. So there's 1, 2, 3 zeros. Dustin Martin in essence is a 0. Even with Rioli replacing him, you'd need a bit of luck for him to score. So yeah, I'll be bang on 18, and that's with the proviso that Roses is named. I'll be right with Hinge because obviously I've got some coverage down back, but yeah, tough week. So I will talk about, I didn't do my live session today, so I'm sort of going in a bit blind. Obviously people want to talk about Gawn is a massive one. So if you've got any questions specific, put them in below, because normally in the live session I'll get a good feel for what people are thinking. I can just smash it out, but I know personally I'm going to trade out Gibcus just because I think he's done his job, and I think that break even is pretty solid. He had a bit of a price drop, so I'm thinking Sinclair. Like I said, the plans are a bit thrown out with it's not like he's not making money, he's probably not losing money, but I think from a point scoring point of view, bringing in Sinclair might be rather advantageous. And then look, Clark being dropped really makes you wonder, do you drop him yourself? I don't really want to when a bloke's got that sort of a break even, but it does make you wonder, just even from a sense of you can make some extra cash. It might help me in further weeks. It won't give me any advantage this week, but yeah, so that's pretty much how I'm shaping up. Not ideal. Again, I just can't wait to get through these buys. It's been a bit of a disaster, to be honest. And I've had quite a few drops in rank in a row. Last week was the worst one. There was quite a few in a row, so I'm just hoping to steady the ship here and get back on track. But let's take a look at some Gawn options. So I know Sean Darcy hasn't been ideal and he's been inconsistent, but I still think Witts, Darcy and Gawn are fantastic options. I must say, let's just do it in price. Now, if you can afford Witts, that's fantastic. I'm sure you can. It's only 10k. He's on fire. He's doing nothing wrong. If you're not on the English bandwagon yet, then that's obvious. But if you want to go less obvious, I do think Sean Darcy is a great option, but he has the bye this week, so that's annoying. Other than that, I've had one fella message me about Blitzarves. I don't have the faith in Blitzarves being a reliable option just because the Cats change up their ruck stocks so much. So much can change depending if he's key defender or rucking and all that type. Again, another buy player, but Todd Goldstein, his dual position status is something that could be really advantageous as well. And he does seem to have resumed the ruck role as the number one man at North Melbourne over Cherry. So that's quite interesting. Other than that, I'd keep it pretty damn simple. I really would. I don't think there's any need to really muck around with too much. I mean, naturally, Luke Jackson will get a rise in his scoring, but I just keep it simple. At this stage of the year, I just sub a premium for a premium, unless you want to go down to someone to help you out somewhere else, like pinch 100k somewhere. But then again, I really think your best option is to pinch 50k for Darcy. Hopefully, you can still field 18 this week. I just want to dive into the midfield just in case. So we got Parish at 607. Replacements for him because he's relatively popular. Definitely was traded in quite a lot the other week. I think Walsh didn't have his best day, but he'll have a good night tonight, I reckon. Mills, again, is a fantastic option. Laird continues to be a star. So I'm not telling you anything you don't know there. If you can afford some of these guys, or don't have these guys, of course. But, Sinclair, he's probably a guy I'll bring into my team. Like I said, more so down back. Bonson Pally, if you want to bring him in. He was struggling with a bit of an AC joint, I think. So buyer beware on that front. But I think Miller's at a fantastic price for what he can do. And then and Brayshaw as well. I know he's got the buy. Cripps at that price, I'm going to whack the VC on him. So I think the midfield's pretty easy. And look, if you're looking to replace Travis Boak, I'd probably just hold Boak. I'm unsure on Parish. The extent when it first happened, I thought it was probably long term. And a corked calf, I mean, just ask Paddy Dangerfield. Who knows how long that could be. Where Travis Boak is just the 1 week. So I'd be more inclined to just hold on to Boaky, even though it's just the 1 week. So, yeah, I don't think there's too much else to really cover off on. Again, I'm flying a little bit blind here. If you want to ask me anything, I really will look to get to these questions probably tomorrow because I'll, again, be taking it pretty easy, so I have a bit of time on my hands. Speaking of time, how are we going? Yeah, we got a few minutes up our sleeve. So I'll be putting the VC onto Paddy Cripps, and then if he doesn't go too well, I'll probably keep it relatively simple. I am pretty confident in Cripps tonight, but if that doesn't really pan out, I think McRae's really, really likely. I think McRae's probably the guy at the moment, but then again, the way Jared Witts is going and O'Brien's back now, isn't he? Yeah, so it'll be interesting. But at this stage of the year, there is less to talk about, so it does make it tricky. But there are a few of my thoughts. Again, if you've got any more specific questions, feel free to message me. A few curveballs there from the teams, but hopefully you've enjoyed getting a bit of a video out earlier. I'm going to dive into a few glasses of water here because this voice is barely holding up for the 15 to 20 minutes. So Appreciate all your support. I'll talk to you guys soon. We might even do a specific Max Gawn video tomorrow. I'll see how we're tracking, but I'll chat to you guys soon. Cheers.